Hello, and thank you for taking the time to review our 2022 second half release highlights. My name is Jeremy Nelson, and I'm a consultant certified in compensation. I'm located in upstate New York and work for Veritas Prime, a global SAP SuccessFactors partner. We are one of the world's leading HR transformative consultancies, specializing in implementing and supporting SuccessFactors with clients across the globe. As part of our release coverage, I will be highlighting some key release updates for compensation. For complete release analysis, you can connect with us on our website at veritasprime.com, or for current clients, please reach out to your project manager or CSM. Let's begin by looking at our first highlight. And first, we actually want to talk about an important depreciation of functionality, where the previous executive review filtering setup will lose maintenance by SAP come May 19th, 2023. In previous releases, SuccessFactors has come out with advanced filtering capabilities in executive review, which allow for much more robust filtering. You no longer have to worry about only select fields being available as a filter in executive review. And with advanced filtering, you could put a filter calculation on certain fields, getting much more in-depth selection criteria when trying to get to a population. So we encourage all clients to opt into the new advanced filtering functionality for executive review for all the features that it has, one of which is a new release that we're really excited about, that you can now, within advanced executive review filtering, share out the filters. This one has been a question as soon as advanced executive review filtering became available, and now comp admin teams or org leaders could go in, create specific filters that make sense for their organization, and those filters can now be pushed out to initial planners. So when those planners go in for the first time, without any navigation or setup, they could apply those filters to their own teams, bringing in certain populations to the planning screen much faster. Previously, each filtering setup was unique to each planner. If a planner wanted a filter, they'd have to go in and create it themselves, which you still have that capability. But now, on a mass scale, you can offer preset filters for planners to use as soon as they enter executive review. Next item is another expansion on a previous release, where in a previous release item, there's now a functionality for help text to better illustrate or elaborate on columns and what they mean or what they're used for. That help text used to be limited to just 10 columns throughout the worksheet. But now we have the capability to apply that help text functionality on up to 50 fields within the worksheet. So especially for large planning sheets, maybe they're focal planning or total comp planning, you now no longer have to pick and choose which columns are going to get that help text associated to them. And instead, you can offer planners various information throughout the worksheet and help them better understand certain features or columns throughout the worksheet via help text. Lastly, we now have access to a predefined report that we can enable that lists out if comp statements have been generated for a user or not. So if you were to bulk generate statements for all employees, potentially you could have a suppress statement functionality on, and that could create kind of a gray area of not knowing if a statement was generated for a certain employee or not. Previously, you'd have to kind of check in an alphabetical list that was provided or navigate to certain users' profiles if statements were on the profile, if that statement was to show for each employee. But now with this opt-in report, we can easily show which employees have had a statement generated for them and easily decipher if that statement exists or not. That is all for the release notes for this half as it applies to compensation. Thank you for taking the time. Please feel free to connect with us on any and all release topics and analysis.